Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And here comes Rayshon Luke. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Under fire. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Missouri's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Martin will throw it. Got a man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in, it's Lee. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Right on the money. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Blasted as he lets it go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throwing Simmons. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Simmons. Trying to barrel in. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, give on the inside. There to make the stop, and boy, does he love to try that spin move. Only got him 6 that time.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He's got it again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
Exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Freeman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's McClain. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the...
Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Burns. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Martin back to pass. They'll run the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Martin will throw it. Under fire. Complete downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. They fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and let him get a little bit of yardage.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Lee. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the Iowa State Cyclones.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they have got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Here's Simmons to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. This time on target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Roberts. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Throwing Simmons. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Freeman. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Martin back to pass. Fakes to grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him?
Could be an alley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to the ground game on the left. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Lining up for the PAT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this is one of those where you...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Simmons. Here's a heat. Got the 1st down. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it, Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Pulls it in. It's McClain. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Fresno State will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Here's Simmons to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And wings it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Martin will throw it. Makes the catch. It's McClain.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Off play action. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Martin back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On third down, here's Hardy. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Martin will throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get tipped.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game,